In 1983, the New Jersey decoy collectors were sort of just getting started. Barnegat Bay, in the old days, was synonymous with duck hunting. If you were in Europe and you were a duck hunter, you knew about Barnegat Bay. I believe that really helped us at the start of the show because it helped bring people in from all over the country.
At one time, the decoy was like say a clothespin. It was just a tool that you needed. These were tools that turned into an art form.
Carving, you know, there's a lot of skill involved in that. The old timers obviously looked down as tools, that's all they were. Historically, the locals worked the season. You know, you didn't just make a living decoy carving, you might have been a bayman, you might have been oystering in the R months and then dredging crabs. You could have been cutting cedar, picking pine cones and stuff.
The idea of working with the environment and the seasons is not that unusual. What's unusual is what we have in Ocean County, where we follow the seasons and we change our jobs, but we don't move our house.
The environment's always been key to Ocean County, whether it was inland, the woods, or the bay itself, or on the ocean. People made a living off the environment. It all ties in. Without the environment, there is no show.
Back in the beginning, these young men decided to celebrate this lifestyle, both to make people understand it and also to keep it going.
The public loved watching some of the stuff, like the dogs, the skeet shoots, all the interactive stuff. It wasn't just a bunch of decoys sitting on the table waiting to be judged. And within 5 years, we were pretty huge, and we were one of the biggest shows around the country by then.
Yeah, and looks really nice. It's just overall that you could take all the paint off that widgeon and you'd know it's still a widgeon. You know, that's definitely a nicer bird.
And when you're judging decoys, it's not like you're running a 100-yard race, you know, where there's a definitive winner. There's a lot of good people out there doing good jobs, so it's subjective.
There's beauty in all of them. There's some stuff that's simplistic, there's some stuff that's sculptural. You want to feel a sharp knife and a nice piece of wood, and it tells you something, you feel something. Does that make sense? I think this tradition thing, you know, carving, it's in your blood. I just come out here at nighttime sometimes and I turn my radio on and you get into this zone and you just find this place in your heart and in your head and you create this thing. This is not a job for me. I'm not feeding kids. I'm not making money at this per se. I sell a few birds, but it's just kind of a labor of love.
It's hard to describe. It's the atmosphere. You pull in there, the lake looks beautiful with the sunrise, or even if there's storm clouds, you never know.
The leaves are changing, the days are getting cooler, people are selling sweatshirts.
Saturday morning, the decoy carvers are entering their contests, and the dogs you hear barking.
Shooting the clay birds out of a sneak box.
People talking, and they haven't seen each other in a year.
It's a social event. They're hunters, They're people who appreciate the outdoors. They're the people who appreciate wildlife. You know, you need conservation, you need preservation, obviously, but there, everybody's coexisting. It's a 40-year tradition. It's nice that people are sharing their abilities. It's an old tradition that shouldn't go away. I try to keep my fingers out of the way, too. Sometimes you cut yourself, so you gotta have a Band-Aids handy.
The Decoy and Gunning Show, it's not artificial, it's authentic. People still do this. People want to do this. People have done this. Here, we don't have to read it in a book. You can watch people who are still doing it.
This area was really big with New Jersey makers. There's Joe King, Harry Shorts, Ellis Parker, Chris Bragg, the Parker family, Lloyd Parker, Barton Parker, Bill Mackey, Lloyd Johnson, Johnny Hillman, Taylor Johnson, Rhodes Truex, and you can go on and on, Charles McCoy. Everybody was different. They're not all the same. You know, there's something little on each one, even between father and son.
Well, ultimately, what's behind it is a traditional waterfowling on the Barnegat Bay. We were the heart of the waterfowling industry for the whole of New Jersey, especially South Jersey. I mean, obviously Atlantic and Cape May County, Delaware Bay also, but Ocean County with Barnegat Bay was world known.
This is the second annual show. Hopefully it's one of many. Again, we've been trying to emphasize the traditional use of the working decoy. And our Tuckerton area of southern Ocean County has become famous as probably one of the best known areas for decoy carvers, past and present. We'd like to give our local people some credit for all their hard work and talent. I also like to thank our volunteers today for coming and really helping a lot, and also the Parks Department staff.
That relationship between people, crafts, artisans, and the environment, that I think makes the show different. The soul of the show is our effort to say, hey, this is something worth doing. The Decoy Show is alive. This is the past, the present, and most importantly, it's the future.